Hi babes, welcome back to my channel. So if you'd like to know how I made this sumptuous corned beef recipe, then stay tuned. Okay, so to a pot I'm going to be adding some vegetable oil. To that I'm going to transfer in my proteins. I was using beef. You can use any protein of your choice. I'm going to be chopping some onions onto my protein. And guys, this was a really quick recipe, so I didn't even have time to sort of prep my ingredients. So as you can see, I was literally chopping my onions into my pot. So yeah, you're going to fry that a bit with the onions. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to be blending some shrimp, habanero peppers, and onions, and then the seed from the tomato I'll be using. And then after that, I emptied the content into my pot. I'm going to stir this thoroughly so that everything will be well incorporated. I'm going to let this fry for about 5 minutes so that everything can, the proteins can absorb most of the juices from the blended um, shrimp and habanero pepper and onions and all that good stuff. So it's been 5 minutes now. I'm going to transfer my chopped tomato into the content. So as I mentioned earlier, I took out the seeds from the tomato and then I added that to the habanero pepper, the onion, and the shrimp, and then I blended it. So that was what I added earlier. So I'm going to stir this thoroughly and then allow it cook. Okay, so this is what we have now. We are going to let it cook so well so that the tomato will be extremely soft. So you see, as you can see the tomato now, everything is still fresh. So you have to continue to let it cook so you know it's well cooked. So you're not seeing fresh tomato anymore. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to transfer my tomato paste and then as well stir that very well and allow it cook with the tomato that we put in earlier. Alright, so as I mentioned earlier, this is a really quick recipe, so I didn't even have time to prep my ingredients. I had an event to attend, so I just wanted to cook something for the family before I leave. Okay, I hope you are all doing well. Please do well to subscribe to my channel if you haven't, and please like this video and leave a comment down below for me. Even if you have nothing to say, just leave a heart down for me. Okay, at this point we are at 708 subscribers. Okay, so I added a bit of Maggie cube, and then I'm going to add some powdered pepper. This was Kivo hot pepper. If you are team more pepper, then you know you are well represented here, because on this channel we are pepper lovers. Okay, so I had to add some more pepper after the habanero pepper. I'm going to add a bit of salt to taste. Not too much though, because as I mentioned earlier, the protein, which is the beef that I used, was salted. So I even had to boil it to extract some of the salt from it. So be careful with the amount of salt that you add, because you know you can't take out, but you can definitely add up. So it's best to do it in bits. So yeah, our stew is coming together. At this point, I'm going to be adding some curry powder for some flavor. As I've been mentioning for the start, since the start of this channel, you know, I don't use so much seasoning when it comes to my cooking. So that is that for seasoning. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to be adding my corned beef. Going to empty everything into our stew. As you know, this stew will be very delicious because we've added like meat as protein, and we are adding some what do you call it, corned beef as well. And I added about 3 eggs, but I make sure I cracked the eggs one after the other, because you don't want to add everything, because sometimes it could happen that the last egg that you will crack will be, you know, would have gone bad. So if imagine if you have cracked say 9 eggs into a bowl, and then you add the last egg and it's gone bad, you're going to waste your 10 eggs. So you have to do it one after the other, so you are sure that you know you're not adding anything that has gone bad, or you're not wasting your egg. That's the more reason I don't crack my eggs directly into my stew or whatever that I'm using the egg for. So yeah, I waited for it to fry for some minutes before stirring it, because I wanted it to be bigger chunks. But at the end of the day, it wasn't even as big as I wanted it, because it wasn't enough. So thank you all so much for watching. This is the end of the video. I love you. See you in my next video. Bye.